won that. That's why. But they about to debate, so y'all could go ahead and start.
Oh shit, I'm gonna mute myself.
Did he pop in? Y'all have a recording button?
Batman Mono.
Yo, that's actually so fire.
What's the topic gonna be about? First of all,
Batman's gonna try to prove that Kin and Gin are an anti-feat for TOBIRAMA.
that's it. Oh,
That's it. That's it.
I'm assuming you watched the Loco's latest video.
Oh wait, dude, this is about proving. This is about proving gold and silver anti-feats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh boy. Oh boy.
If this one gets toxic, I'm only staying here for at least an hour and a half. If that's an hour, but I'm gonna laugh to see what's gonna be. It's gonna be too funny.
I'm also going to be staying here for an hour. I want to see where this goes in 1 hour.
1 hour? Fuck. I don't know.
That would be crazy.
Blending in.
Two. Have these for now. You ready, Mono?
Yeah, is the bot in here? Yes, sir.
Alright, cool beans.
So basically, what the fuck was it? Oh yeah. What do you have for them being an anti-feat for TOBIRAMA?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna establish. So the first thing is just the consistency of the narrative of it being stated like over and over, that basically TOBIRAMA like lost to these two. So that's the first thing I just want to establish, and then we can move on to the whole context thing. But with the first scan that we have, they say pitiful, snared by the second Hokage when we beat him before. And he's like, hey, Kikaku. And then he says, the kid bears the third's lightning mark. He might be able to give us a good fight. Basically them establishing that, okay, that they like to, have some good fights or do shit. They're literally known as the most famous criminals. And then also, what's also important with this, they mentioned the third lightning's mark. So meaning they were not dead. They stayed alive long enough to be around the third Raikage's lightning era. Because when the incident occurred and happened, that was during the second Raikage. But anyways, so they have this, and they literally just say flat out that they beat him before. Do you have any contentions with that?
Okay, so you're saying that they beat him, and so it's an anti-feat? Like, we know that they lay him out. That was never the point. Which meeting are you referring to between them?
This is referring to the first meeting, but the first thing I'm establishing, because you're already jumping the gun, do you have any issues with this scan in particular, what they said?
With what they said? Well, what are you trying to derive from it? They beat him, but what else in the scan are you looking for?
Cool, so you have no issue with that being stated, correct?
With them beating TOBIRAMA?
Yes.
No, but them beating
cool.
TOBIRAMA doesn't mean by default that it was an anti-feat.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to establish what is within the scan. I don't know why you keep asking me that over and over. And you also see with the whole third's lightning mark, how they also say that, meaning they clearly were alive, right?
Right, okay.
Okay, cool. So for the next thing is with the second scan where Tsunadi's talking about they wielded the 5 treasure tools at a Sage of 6 Paths. They drove the second Hokage to the brink of death. And then they start talking about the 9 tails, blah, blah, and what they did to survive. So that right there, it says they brought him to the brink of death. Do you have any issues with that?
What issue would there be to have here?
I'm just making sure, Mono. If you're going to keep asking me stupid questions, I would just move on.
Get to a point that actually matters, because we both know
cool.
they...
Alright, so thank you. You don't have any issues with that either. Alright, so the next thing, the third scan, which is the second statement showing a consistency within the narrative. The Raikage is speaking, saying they're the worst criminals in the Cloud history. A while back on the occasion of the formal ceremony to cement the alliance with Konoha, they stage a coup d'etat, launching surprise attacks against both the second Raikage and the second Hokage. Do you have any issues with that, of both of them being there as well?
So they launched a sneak attack against them. Okay. So they did do that. What are you trying to establish with this?
Okay, so once again, I'm going to ask it again, and only a second time, because you just don't listen. Do you have any issues with them being both there, the right Kage and the second Hokage, and they staged a coup launching surprise attacks? Do you have any contentions with that? Do you accept it?
No, I don't know why you keep asking me if I know how to read.
Okay, cool. So the reason why I wanted to bring these scans up is because clearly what these 3 scans establish is that Tobirama was defeated within the first incident, and with the aid also on top of the right Kage being there as well. So you're talking about 2 Kage level opponents that are there. And the reason why this is relevant is because this was during a political meeting to cement a former alliance between the Konoha and the Cloud Village. So Monaichi's refutation is, okay, it was a sneak attack, meaning it had to be off guard and a blitz situation happened. Basically like if Ken and Gin basically just snuck up and sucker punched the second right Kage and the second Hokage. That's basically what he's advocating for. So with that particular thing, for one, it's just baseless. He would have to prove that, which there's no way to prove that definitively. 2, he would also have to prove that low hypothetical possibility of that even occurring to begin with. What I'm going to advocate and substantiate further is that the highest possibility is that a battle actually ensued, and basically the second Hokage and the second Raikage just lost straight up. And that's basically what I'm going to show from here. I'm going to show some evidence corresponding with basically the political narrative of the nations being here together, of them being at war constantly, etc., the whole 9. And basically just going to make sense to show and prove that Tobirama and the second Raikage were not just there nonchalantly twiddling their fucking thumbs up their ass with rainbows and sunshine and just, you know, just there to fucking chill, basically, right? So that's what I'm basically going to prove and convey. And before I move on, is there anything you want to say to that, Mono?
I would just prefer it if you don't, like, ramble.
Okay, cool. So let me get that through for you real quick.
Okay, so basically, you're trying to prove that it is more likely that he was or should have been on guard to their attack, right? That's your claim.
I'm getting the evidence for you right now, Mono, and you will be able to know exactly what my claim is.
Have been okay. First of all, also establish if hold on. You start shotgunning, I am going to point that out and interrupt you. I'm just gonna lay that out.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want. So basically, from here, one thing I forgot to mention: you're also aware of the data book statement that describes the incident as well, from Naruto University.
That they launched a surprise attack on him? What about it?
I can read it verbatim and then also send it to you. I can just copy and paste it, or I can send a picture. It's totally up to you. But either way, I'm going to read it verbatim for now, and then I'm just going to send it in the scan thing. So hang on.
Please don't read out entire scans. Just post them and tell me what point you're trying to get out of them. Because I can read, and I can read faster than you can talk. It'll just be super annoying. Is it this scan that you're looking for?
Okay, so I sent it right there. It's just like verbatim, like quoted, and it's also on Naruto University. So basically what it says, and do not tell me what to do, I'm just going to put that out there. They lived during the second Raikage's era. People spoke of them as legends for the serious crimes against people that brothers committed. Do not interrupt me, please. Do not interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. I'm reading the next evidence for you. Do not interrupt me. Against people that are the brothers committed. On one occasion, they staged a raid on the Raikage and Hokage. So, you know the definition of raid, right? Do you want me to provide that for you?
Okay. So will you just
Do you want me to provide the definition of raid for you? Yes or no? Do you know what that means?
Make your point about the scan.
Do you know what that means? I'm asking a question. Do you know what the definition of raid means? If you don't know, I can provide it to you.
So I know what it means. Just stop reading the scan and make your point.
Okay, so the definition of a raid, since you just don't know how to engage with the question, a sudden attack on an enemy by troops, aircraft, or other armed forces in a warfare. So I just want to put that out there for the definition of raid. On the Raikage and Hokage, it was a coup d'etat. During the incident, a large number of misdeeds were spoken of. Do you also know what the definition of incident means?
Yes, just make your fucking point.
Okay.
Just make the point.
Cool beans. I'm going to get that through for you as well. And just to clarify, an incident, okay, is basically Basically, a situation that occurred, especially a victim of a crime or war, a person involved by chance in a situation, things like that. So basically something that clearly occurred and a bunch of misdeeds are spoken of. So with this description that we have, and also says like their cold and calculated brutality ties the brothers together. What Mono is trying to do, he's trying to be dishonest and advocate that the brothers are just apparently pussy-ass ninjas. Mind you, the worst criminals ever, and they are cold and calculated brutality. And literally the fucking exact data book description I just gave you, he's trying to advocate that these motherfuckers literally went up and sucker punched TOBIRAMA and the second Raikage from behind and did like a pussy cheap shot, right? Like out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And that's basically what they would do in character and for what we have. So basically, with this information I have from the data book that's describing the incident, basically clearly like showing that there was an incident to begin with and a battle that ensued, along with the first scan that I even showed originally when we see Ken again brought back as Zeneto, where they say we beat him before, and they say like hopefully this guy can give us a good fight because he bears the third mark of the Raikage. In character, for what we at least know and have seen with Ken again, they're not some type of characters just to pull up and try to be a bitch and sucker punch someone from behind. So literally, they clearly are in character to be the worst criminals. They're there for the smoke, to fight, they enjoy battling, etc. You name it. That's basically what has been established so far, along with the consistency of the narrative of TOBIRAMA being stated to be brought to the brink of death and defeated by Ken again. So, other than that, before I do move on, Mono, do you have anything against that?
Okay. Oh my fucking god. First of all, I haven't even presented an argument yet. So you saying what I'm saying, just you can stop.
What? No, you said verbatim, and we can get someone to intervene in this as well right off the get. I'm not going to do this bullshit. You said verbatim that it was a sneak attack, that it was clearly an off guard. That's what you said verbatim. That was your one refutation you had to the beginning when this debate started. Am I wrong? Can anyone correct me? Because I remember that pretty crystal clear. That was Mono's refutation.
Okay, so when you posted the scan that said okay, surprise attack. That surprise and sneak attack, whatever.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That was your refutation.
Hold on. Okay, so what you just said was that they pull up on they're like cold, calculated, and brutal, and versus Darui's company, they just pull up, and you're trying to say that therefore they wouldn't try to sneak attack them like the Kage? Is that what you're saying?
So yes, I advocated basically in a simple argument, Mono, for you that based upon when them appearing in the war, how they're speaking to Darui, and along with the data book explanation of describing the incident that even occurred of them staging a raid, providing the definition of that as well, with the Raikage and the Hokage, and even it's saying an incident of a large number of misdeeds were spoken of, clearly insinuating that a battle also occurred, and along with everything we have presented for them, being cold and calculated, the worst criminals of the Cloud Village, okay, yes, I think it is very unlikely for them to want to sneak attack people, okay? And then most importantly, okay, I'm not shotgunning, most importantly of what I said before, most important, that's fine, most importantly of what I said before, I provided consistency of narrative statements saying that he was brought to the brink of death and he lost to Ken again. Even they said it themselves, along with the Raikage.
Okay. So saying someone lost to another person doesn't add any like narrative weight or likelihood to it having been a fair or straight up fight. So that doesn't matter.
Okay. So
them pulling up. Hold on, because you did make multiple points. So I'm going to address what I feel like out of those multiple points.
No, it's not multiple points. It's a very simple argument that I provided with their in character and with their personality and for the evidence that we have at hand, along with the data book description, etc. It is very clear as day that it's a very low possibility of what you're advocating. And you haven't provided any evidence to substantiate why they would sneak attack or sucker punch or why in character that's how they would fight as well.
Need a moderator for this?
Yes.
No, we're good. They're talking.
Yeah, we're just talking. I can wait. You can go. But Mono, please talk and respond, and then so we can move on, please.
If you would stop.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need
was
you.
in
I
the
don't. Yeah,
middle
that's fine. I don't
oh
need
my
you. I don't need
God.
you to say anything. That's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Just-
You can
just
just say what
stop.
you got to say and respond. That's it.
Shut up and let me speak.
Then
Okay,
speak.
there we go.
Be a good dog and
Oh
speak.
my goodness.
All right. Thank you, please.
Are you done?
Let's go.
All right.
Hurry up.
Oh,
Rough.
if
Speak.
you would just shut the fuck up.
Speak. Let's go.
Okay. I'll wait till you're done. Go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
Alright, just let him go, Batman. Go ahead, Mono.
Fucking dumbass. Jesus.
Your
Okay.
mom.
So you laid out a fuck ton of shit. So I told you I'm gonna address what out of it I feel like and ignore the rest, because I already told you if you start fucking shotgunning that I'm gonna ignore the
Okay,
extra
now you're
bullshit.
repeating yourself. Can you hurry up and
Right.
respond, please?
Are you
Circular.
Are you done interrupting?
If you're just gonna say relevant shit,
Yeah.
then I don't give a fuck. Hurry up. You're the one prolonging
Are you
this
done
debate.
interrupting?
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Are you done now?
Hurry up.
Okay,
Mono,
here we go. Okay, so basically, you tried saying, oh, well, they pulled up on the Alliance and just threw hands. Therefore, it's unlikely that they would sneak the Kage.
That is not what I'm
That doesn't-
saying. Don't put words in my mouth. I presented an abundance of evidence to substantiate one simple notion for you.
If you would stop interrupting me, dumbass, I was about to get to that. Jesus. Okay, so that, and then you tried saying, oh, well, there's a narrative that they beat him up, and that adds to the fact that they wouldn't have snuck him, right? So, because you posted a couple scans saying they defeated TOBIRAMA, therefore it's unlikely that they snuck him. And then they pulled up on Darawi and just beat him up, therefore it's unlikely that they would have snuck TOBIRAMA. Them having put him near the brink of death during the peace meeting doesn't give you any likelihood towards how they ended up doing that. Them pulling up on Darawi, someone that they out the bat just show no respect towards, them and the rest of the entire Alliance, doesn't let you know how they would have approached TOBIRAMA and the Raikage and all their guards at the summit, because they're
Are you
different
done,
people.
bro? You're just going on
Are
forever.
you-
I'm about to fall asleep at this point, bro.
Here's
Hurry the
how this
fuck
is gonna
up.
work. Either you can be succinct and do one thing at a
Nah,
time.
nah,
or
nah.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
nah.
address-
Okay, I'm gonna put this out here. We can get a moderator as well.
everything you
Bro,
say.
if this motherfucker ain't gonna engage with the arguments that I'm presenting, I don't give a fuck. Right now, all he's doing is baseless ass speculation. If you're not going to engage with any of the shit I just provided, bro, I don't give a fuck. I would just I'll just conclude right now on this shit, and we can move on to the next thing. I'm not wasting any fucking time, bro. You're retarded. Like, you just
Okay,
you have
you're
such
gonna
low
talk
IQ,
for
bro.
fucking- if you're gonna talk for 5 minutes at a time,
Hurry the fuck
you're
up.
gonna
Hurry
sit
up.
and
Hurry
wait
up.
for
Hurry
100
up.
seconds.
Just provide your
no
refutation.
one
I
gives a
don't
fuck
care. I
about
don't
you.
care. I don't care.
Alright, let him finish. Like, try to yeah, kind of like try to like get your point across. I'm gonna do what both of y'all like, just get your point across and then just respond. But for the sake of like, for me to understand, Batman, you're proving that they snuck them.
Basically, I'm advocating for why it's not a sneak attack and like an off guard, like blitz or whatever, based upon the data book description describing the incident with the definition of raid, etc. You name it. Also, it's saying their cold calculated brutality ties the brothers together, along with them appearing in the fucking war, with literally they're talking to Dari, saying like they actually love to get a good fight. You name it. Everything that goes, like, there's never ever demonstrated they like to just sneak attack people or pull some pussy ass sucker punch bullshit. And along with the narrative having a the whole point of bringing up the narrative with the consistency of it stating that he just lost whatever, that's just to get information of how he lost, what happened, and basically just providing that clearly it happened to begin with, and it was at a peace treaty. That was the whole point of that. As for everything else, this substantiates one simple notion that it is a very low possibility, especially what we know with these two characters being the worst criminals in the cloud, also stated with the evidence I provided, cold brutality, you name it, all this shit I just gave would clearly indicate that they would more than likely not fight in this particular manner that he's advocating. And I also have further evidence that connects to also dismiss this like weird ass, retarded ass hypothetical low possibility that he's trying to advocate for. So that's basically what it is. It's very simple, but yet he just wants to go on for an hour.
You're so fucking stupid. You're so dumb. Okay, So, once again, because you just said exactly what I said you did, so you tried using the fact that they attacked the
Bro,
combination
if you
of
don't provide a
Will
refutation, I'm
and
losing,
Nevada, you're
bro.
not gonna fucking
You
shut
just
up
keep
while I'm
fucking
talking.
narrating, bro, or
Okay.
recapping everything that was said. Provide your fucking refutation why you think that don't matter, you dumb mid-tier bitch. Holy shit,
So
you're
I'm gonna
retarded.
clarify
Hurry
your
the
side
fuck
and then
up.
respond to it. Just shut
Damn.
up, sit down like a good boy. Like fuck. Just stop talking while I'm
Because you're
talking. It's not
stupid. I'm
fun.
losing brain cells, bro. Hurry up. This shit
Okay,
is like on
so
slow
as
motion,
long as
bro.
you stop interrupting me, it will take less time. Do you agree? Yes. Okay.
Bro,
So
this
shut up.
motherfucker's retarded. I'm about to
Anyway,
fall asleep.
so he tried saying that because they're cold and brutal, because they walk up on Darawi, and because it's established that they left Tobirama near death at a
Here he
peace
goes repeating
treaty,
himself again.
it's unlikely that they would do a sneak attack on him. So individually, how he approaches Darawi gives you no likelihood as to how he would approach the peace summit. It's different situations with different power levels in play.
Sure, you can think
Him.
that. You can
Oh,
think that.
okay.
It's based on
So if you would let me
speculation. So
finish
are you done
talking,
with your
just let me
refutation?
finish.
If
Just
you
let
think
me
you got it, we
finish
can move
speaking.
on.
Just
If you
let me
think you
finish
got it, we can move
speaking.
on.
Okay, so you're done. So on top of that, him leaving Tobirama near death at a peace treaty doesn't give you any likelihood as to how he would do it. Them being cold, calculated, and brutal also in no way indicates that they wouldn't sneak attack someone. Calculated means that they would plan their shit out, and brutal just means that they're gonna do some fucked up shit. So bashing the Kage in the back of the head with a fucking mallet in a sneak attack is calculated and brutal. So none of that gives you a likelihood to the fact or as to whether or not they would sneak attack fucking the Kage. So
Cool. Once again, that's basic speculation. Unless you can actually substantiate those claims and prove how that could actually be the case or connect it, I really don't give a fuck. I provided the evidence I need to do. We can move on, please. So I can substantiate further why it's not a sneak attack.
okay, so are you tracking the fact that I was addressing what you said and didn't present like a scenario?
Okay. Yep. Once again, Mono, if you think you got it, we can move on.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna get the next set of information to indicate why it's not a sneak attack.
Wait, are y'all gonna conclude the point or just like straight up move on?
Oh, it was said like a million times. I don't think you need to be honest. Unless he wants to. But
Unless he has something to add on why any of those pieces of evidence themselves indicate what he's saying, because I just put all of that into question. Those three things by themselves don't indicate that it couldn't have or is not like or some shit like that. If he doesn't have anything to add extra weight to, he could move on without addressing the point. Saying it's baseless speculation, me putting skepticism on your argument isn't speculation. It's just showing you that there's either more than one way something could go, and you have to demonstrate your side is likely, or showing you there's a reason to. And since you haven't addressed the fact that I did that, go ahead and bring up.
I'm getting this next thing for you guys real quick. Hang on.
Max Crosby in the building. Just got done with practice.
Let's see. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget, because we can go over their personality a bit. Let's see. To address. You're absolutely out of your fucking mind if you think that you can use the brother's personality to determine if they're not sneak attacks. That's okay, but.
Bruh, what you turning around for, bruh? Ain't nobody do that for that.
Fine, bro.
Bruh, that's my foot. Fool.
So your foot forward.
Bro,
The
my
fuck.
foot.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to get into to substantiate further that it is most definitely not a sneak attack or like him just getting walked up and sucker punch, which is absolutely outrageous, and just him being a dishonest clown. So what we see from here is basically Kabuto talking with the Sand Ninja, and basically them talking about them secretly meeting the plot to destroy Konoha. Now, mind you, during this time, there is literally a peace treaty in place for Konoha in the Sand Village. So I just want to put this out here. And then as for the second scan, basically while they're having
one scan at a time, or I'm dismissing all the rest of them.
Yeah, sure. I forgot. I'll do what I did in the beginning of the debate. So do you have any issues with this particular scan, Mono? Let me know.
So you're establishing that the sand is attacking the leaf for what reason?
So it says verbatim, if they discover that we're secretly meeting here, the plot to destroy Konoha, heard Yuta Orochimaru's right-hand man, blah, blah, and everything else is irrelevant. All I'm presenting here is that they are going to plot to destroy the Konoha, and around this time, they have a peace treaty as well between the Sand and the Konoha.
Okay, so you know that if you're trying to make an argument, present your point, and if I need evidence for your point, we can go over that, because you're just making this take way too fucking long.
Yes, I am going to be getting that point to you. So instead of you interrupting me and being retarded, you can just wait and be a good boy, please. So the reason why, yes, and I will speak upon the relevance if you would shut the fuck up. Thank you so much. So then it goes from here. Now as for this scan, they say, oh, and one more thing, I'll take care of the cleanup. I'll find out who's on our trail and take care of him. He's like, no, I'll do it, whatever. He's like, it's no big deal, one little mouse, whatever. And then the Hidden Leaf Village, Jonin basically runs away because he was detected. This will be relevant in the future reference, but please keep this in mind and notate it for the sake of the debate of where Kabuto and the Sand guy are able to detect a dude that's literally trying to hide and conceal his presence and eavesdrop on the conversation. So I just want to put that out there. But anyways, the main thing that was being brought up was the fact that they're planning to plot to destroy Konoha together, which, mind you, there is a peace treaty going on. Another thing to bring up with the Neji and Naruto thing, where Neji says the shinobi ruler of the land of clouds, with whom he had just signed.
All of this if you don't just make your fucking point.
Yes, I'm going to make the point. And somebody mute him. Mute the motherfucker.
You're not making a
somebody
point.
mute this dumb bitch. Because I literally just can't read the scans I'm providing verbatim, which literally has relevance to the point I'm going to fucking make.
Okay. Do you want?
On God, mute this stupid bitch.
Yo, let him finish, Mono, and then what you about to say, Mono? Go ahead.
Can I ask? Okay, so can we have it to where, like, instead of we just read the manga here together in a little like circle, can we have each other make a point, and if we need the evidence, we can go over scans?
Bro,
because right now,
I would like to read these fucking verbatim statements and then make a point. Like, this motherfucker is retarded. All I hear is crying and complaining. I don't care what your wants or needs or feelings, Mono. I would like to read verbatim evidence and statements and then provide one simple argument for why it's not a sneak attack. This is literally political relevance. It is very relevant. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, since me and D1 were just talking, we're gonna finish our conversation. Okay.
My fucking God.
So basically what he's trying to do is go over like 7 scans and then make a point about it, which is he's just trying to shotgun. Can we just make the point and then go over the evidence for the point afterward?
Fuck, man.
So that we can like avoid shotgunning and prolonging everything?
That's disrespectful.
Is that cool?
All right, I'm gonna continue on because I'm losing brain cells with this motherfucker. So Ken, if you want to moderate, you're more than welcome to. But I'm about to lose it.
Yeah. So like I said, if he wants to present like the evidence with the argument, I mean that's how debates are commonly used. But
literally,
if you want him to read out what it says, then sure. I
don't know. That's not what I'm saying. So I'm saying instead of having him verbalize a fuck ton of scans and then trying to make a point.
Mono, if you're too retarded to keep up and can't understand how this is all connecting to one simple argument, it's literally correspondence and literally in conjunction with one simple argument to indicate the higher possibility of why it's not a surprise attack. Because basically all this is correlating to is political tension, etc. in history, and basically what occurs during peace treaties as well. That is all this shit is. If you would just let me read this shit verbatim, okay, and then I can provide the argument, you would know what the fuck is going on and you could be able to try to do your refutation. But instead you want to bitch that I'm providing scans to read verbatim to connect to one simple argument. It is me providing a line of consistency within the narrative of what occurs between the nations and ninjas during fucking peace treaties. It is that simple. I don't give a fuck about your crying bullshit.
What I'm saying is that you're being a bitch and wasting time.
Okay, I know. Now I'm wasting time. Yeah, trust me, I'm wasting time even entertaining and debating you. That I do agree with. So
incapable of
I would like to continue without being interrupted.
So
because I have to hear this motherfucker monologue forever and ever. But when I'm literally reading scans and evidence, now it's an issue.
Fast one second. So what Mono is asking is that the point is made, like what Bats is trying to get to is said, and then basically he can ask for the evidence for it if he feels that it's needed.
Right, like if you just say something, if I agree with the point you're trying to make, you don't have to fucking read through a bunch of bullshit. But if you say something, if you say something and I'm like, okay, where's the evidence for this thing?
Once again, it is very important. There's a reason why. This is how debates work, and you're just retarded.
Hold on.
Not interrupting.
Calm down. Please let Mono finish up what he's saying.
I already know what he's saying. I don't want to be... This is why we're going to be here all fucking day. The guy is literally just complaining. I literally would have been done by now, and the argument would have been presented. But we're arguing... This is stupid. Apparently, I'm not allowed to present fucking scans.
I understand what you're saying, but if you don't let him talk, then it's just a one-sided conversation, man.
10,000%.
I feel like I've heard this guy repeat himself like 3 fucking times, and even D1 even just responded. So but all right, let me just hear him fucking monologue again and bitch about me providing scans to read verbatim. But sure, here we go.
This one will do. You're gonna
from this point on, only addressing people's arguments. What you're doing is going on a monologue. Bro. And you'll just be like disqualified for that.
Oh no, wait! I'm gonna speed this up, bro. So Batman just when he makes the argument, I'm just gonna clarify what is his main point, and then if you have any contention with that, you can respond to it. How about that?
Well, I would just understand his point if he just made it, and then I can read the scan, just be like, hey, this scan.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, there's some type of disconnect with you understanding what's his main point. So I'm going to explain his main point, and then you have any contention, then you can respond to it.
It's not that I don't understand his point, it's that he hasn't made one yet. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what the disconnect is. I understand what Batman's trying to convey, but you don't. That's what I'm saying.
He has been trying to make a point.
I understand he's trying to read a bunch of shit and then say something afterward.
No,
oh my god.
Just go ahead. Read story time and then make your...
It's not... He's like reading to his point. Like he's giving the evidence and then he's going to give his overall point. That's what he's doing.
So do what happens in debates. But okay. Alright, so back to what I was doing before all this bullshit fucking happened. So then there's a statement with Neji talking to Naruto about the history of the shinobi world, where they say the shinobi ruler of the land of clouds, with whom we had just signed the alliance treaty, remind you, going back, referring all the way back then with the whole fucking cloud to the hidden leaf, okay? This is relevant because, once again, with the event that is occurring with the second Hokage and the second Raikage, they were there to basically honor the peace treaty and sign and get things moving forward, okay? Basically, what Neji says here, it became clear that they had been after the secret of the Byakugan from the very beginning. Even though they their own ninja got himself caught and killed and they failed their plot, the Land of Clouds claimed Konoha had breached the contract and began making unreasonable demands. And basically, Konoha had to basically do something neutral in order to avoid battle, and the agreement was reached and to avoid war. And that's basically what happens from that point with that particular scan. And then another thing, this is also relevant for the political tension and for basically all of them to be a threat to one another, etc. With the next scan, they say after Konoha strength is at a frightful low, which was after the Konoha Crush arc when Orochimaru came and fucking killed a bunch of people, okay? They said under these circumstances, our #1 priority must be to anticipate and prepare any further crises. They're referring to other nations invading while they're low on power, even though there is a bunch of fucking peace treaties, okay? They're worried for this as a contingency, so they're basically talking about. So they say we don't know or if any of our neighbors will make a bold move. Therefore, we need to do X, Y, Z. Okay, then to further collaborate that, unless, because, you know, if Mono wants to rant and be like, oh, how is that with nations? Tsunade, while she is under rule, says, after Orochimaru's attack, Konoha has lost its mandate as a principal territory. You know the situation, blah, blah, okay? And then right now, our priority is avoiding war with other nations. So, basically, what I'm showing as a line of consistency through the narrative, peace treaties don't mean fucking shit. When you are there to go for a peace treaty or to basically have one in place, whatever, all these motherfuckers are greedy about power, hate each other, one another because of the fucking cycle of hatred, fucking, you know, the wars that they've been having with each other from day one. The Sand guy from the Sand Shinobi, he's like, fucking, Shinobi are fundamentally instruments of conflict. The Treaty of Alliance itself is a threat to our very existence. To the following scan, these people are like, wait, what the fuck? Here is it. You're thinking they're going to betray Konoha? Kakashi's like, well, the treaties of the Alliance are really no more than verbal agreements. It's just like the Ninja World Wars of the past. So, basically, what I'm saying, with all this evidence provided, my simple argument that took forever because Mona wants to be a stupid bitch, okay, is the fact that they're at a political meeting, okay? I don't give a fuck if it's to be friends, okay, Care Bears, to suck each other's dicks, whatever. Bottom line is, with the political meeting, aka political, for the Alliance Treaty, there is definitely more reasonable and a high possibility and abundance amount of evidence that Tobirama, okay, would definitely be paranoid, definitely have his sensory on. He's the best fucking sensory ninja in the fucking, you know, like, he's ridiculously broken with sensory, okay? He's a Kage level opponent, super fucking intelligent, a very paranoid person in character as well, and I will also provide that evidence to support his in character and him being paranoid later, but I'm gonna get the first main point here, okay? It's very weird to say Tobirama at a political meeting with his enemy nations in front of him with all the history and all how they respond consistently and how basically a treaty means fucking shit. It makes no sense for this motherfucker to be off guard, licking his fucking fingers, okay, and then out of nowhere get beat up by a fucking kin again. It is the most least likely possibility to ever occur. It is ridiculous and you're dishonest and you're retarded. Now you can respond.
I wish you were smart enough to realize that you could have just said,
I don't give a fuck. Respond. Give a refutation. Give a refutation. Please prove to me how... No, I don't give a fuck. Provide anything to prove how it's somehow a sucker punch or an off guard or a sneak attack now. After all the evidence I just gave. Hurry up.
Done talking now.
Refute the political argument. Refute the political argument. Hurry up. Get to it.
Are you done talking?
Get to it.
So you're done talking. You're saying yes?
You don't need to ask irrelevant questions. Get to it, you dumb bitch.
Okay, just stop talking.
Sorry, low tiers and mid tiers are fucking retarded, bro.
Instead of wasting 15 minutes.
Oh my god, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here's the ego, here's the ego. Here, let me just tell you how to do this and talk this. Get to the fucking point and refute. Give a refutation. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up, you stupid bitch. Hurry up, you stupid bitch.
Alright, let him go, man. Just go. Yeah, just try to get straight to the point. Fuck all the other shit. Go ahead.
Okay, that's my entire point. He could have just said that and then, like, okay.
But you just can't control yourself. You're just so retarded.
If you need it. So next time, if he doesn't do that, I'm just gonna ignore his argument. Okay, so your entire point here was, so peace treaties are tenuous and be on guard, right? That was a question.
I'm not repeating myself for the millionth time too. If you can follow in your
from a narrative perspective, the way peace treaties work is basically they have a bunch of people there, right? So it's basically unlikely for him to be sneak attacked, knowing that he's like a sensory ninja, knowing his in character, that he's paranoid, and that he's always about his whereabouts. He's just saying from a narrative perspective, it's just unlikely for him to be sneak attacked, basically.
Wow, someone that can listen.
Yes was the answer to that. God, he's so fucking stupid. He could have just said yes instead of acting like a dumbass.
There he goes with the ego. Okay. So no one cares what your thoughts are. Hurry up.
It doesn't really matter
that
you think he'll be paranoid and on guard, because it could have, since you don't know anything about how it went down, since they were like the honored generals of the fucking Cloud, they could have been like presenting this nigga with the contract sign and then get him then. Just pop their fucking transformation, which we know in and of itself has EP.
Basis claims.
Jesus. So they could have done some shit like that or anything
that.
else
Prove that.
to get at them.
Prove the possibility, or prove that definitively, which you can't. Anyways, is that what you have, Mono? Are you done? So can I respond to that? Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that?
Did you want me to prove?
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond to what you just said, to the stupidity that I just fucking heard. So you are. Shut up. I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond. You just already gave your refutation. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so this just goes to show that you just don't pay attention and you don't know how to fucking engage. I provided a very simple consistency of the political narrative that even with peace treaties going on, etc., whether if it's in place or if they're going to do whatever, etc., that every enemy nation always has hostile intent. They always want to fight, whatever you name it, etc. Because of all of that, with multiple characters acknowledging this as a threat and basically saying peace treaties are irrelevant, whatever, blah, blah, there is an abundance of evidence to show that any ninja, okay, would not be off guard and just sitting there fucking, just in La La Land, okay? They would definitely be on guard. They would definitely be paranoid, do the history, etc., you name it, and they would definitely be ready for a fight to ensue, potentially, okay? There's an abundance of narrative political evidence that I have provided to indicate any reasonable reason to be paranoid or to be prepared for the worst fucking outcome, okay? It's not hard to understand. It's not hard to comprehend. And once again, we're talking about TOBIRAMA, who is ridiculously intelligent, the most shut the fuck up, the most paranoid motherfucker, okay, and takes precautions or has contingency plans in place, okay, and will deem anyone as a fucking threat and be prepared, okay. And I will eventually show that evidence. This guy is a fucking idiot. I don't know what else to tell you. Unless he provides something to prove, once again, this low hypothetical possibility that somehow, some way, Kennigan just walk up and hit him from fucking behind, I don't give a fuck. I have literally given an abundance of evidence in the beginning of talking about in character, their personality, and the political narrative consistency, etc., you name it, of showing why nobody would give a fuck. It doesn't matter if you had a peace treaty meeting or if it's signed, whatever. At the end of the day, I am demonstrating there's an extreme high possibility that TOBIRAMA would definitely be on guard. So, unless you have anything to add, Mono, I would like to move on, please.
Okay, fucking. Oh my god, you're so fucking dumb. Would you just repeating yourself? Okay, repeating yourself doesn't.
I don't care. I don't care. If you're not gonna refute, I don't care. 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 I don't care about your fucking ego comprehension. Shut the fuck up. Refute.
Stop interrupting.
If you're not gonna refute, we can move on. If you're not gonna refute, we can move on. If you're not gonna refute, we can move on.
I'm in the middle of.
So I better hear a refutation. If I hear anything else irrelevant, I don't care, and I'm gonna cut you off.
Oh, I don't give a fuck what you
want.
Great,
fantastic. So hurry up and refute. Hurry up.
I'm in the middle of making my argument.
Be a good boy. Fetch.
Like a
Fetch. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Are you done?
You're wasting time. Hurry up.
Just fucking shut up. Okay. So like I said, just repeating your argument doesn't address what I'd said.
Okay, fantastic. If you think that, we can move on. We can move on. We can move on then. You can think that. You can think that. We can move on then. That's fine. If you're not going to refute the argument, I don't care.
Okay, I'll just wait till you're done and then I'll continue. You done now?
No, if you're going to keep repeating yourself and say some bullshit or subjective comprehension, I don't give a fuck. If you're not going to refute the evidence that I presented and the argument that I provided, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about your subjective comprehension.
That's what I'm doing, you fucking
No,
idiot.
you're fucking not.
So
you're retarded.
I don't care what you think I'm doing. Just shut up and let me speak,
hurry
dumbass.
up.
You're wasting time.
Hurry up.
So basically, what this retard just did was repeat himself in response to me saying, oh, well, since you don't know how it went, these niggas could have came up and gave... But as they're taking the fucking... or some shit, kept their transformation to deal damage. So in the middle of that, he's gonna continue to fucking interrupt me like an idiot.
He's already said this.
So are you done? You done now? While I'm still talking?
God, you're so retarded, bro. It hurts.
Yes is the answer. Say yes, Mono. I'm done talking while you're talking.
Yeah, it don't matter. You're getting slammed on your neck, so.
Okay, whatever you say. Are you done?
Whatever you say. Everybody will also acknowledge it too. Hurry up, Mono.
You look like yes, I need an affirmation.
Hurry up, Mono. Hurry up, Mono. We're still waiting, bro. Continue to go circular or move on and actually provide a refutation, please.
Hey, yo, could I grab a mute real quick so I can finish speaking?
Oh my fucking god. It's like this guy likes to just rant, bro, or give a subjective comprehension instead of providing evidence to either contradict the evidence that's being presented or to even provide any fucking amount of evidence to show why this is not the case.
Are you
Like,
done?
this guy is just dumb.
Okay, so
But
do you-
I'm gonna
do you
mute
have-
and not listen to his rant.
We get some passwords.
Okay, so
Yes, it is gonna change the smell.
D1's not even listening. Anyway, so unless you have some sort of refutation to the fact that they could have do what I just said, which is present them the treaty to sign as the honor generals of the class,
No, look at you.
the handoff, their damage, which could have been what dealt the near lethal blow. I don't have a refutation to that.
Are you done, Mono?
Do you have a refutation?
Okay, are you done so I can speak?
Do you have a refutation?
Okay,
Yes or
so
no?
you're still not going to answer. So I'm going to respond to what you just said. So he's still not engaging with the arguments that were presented. I already provided in the beginning of the debate talking about their personality and character, which would basically correspond to the possibility of what actually occurred during the incident, and along with the statements providing that, you know, of what happened and that TOBIRAMA was defeated. I also provided the political consistency within the narrative of how, with peace treaties, etc., and how enemy nations interact with each other accordingly as well, which would further substantiate and provide the reasoning of why TOBIRAMA to be on guard and be prepared, etc., and not to get off guard out of nowhere. Like, literally, it makes no logical sense. So anyways, we can literally move on to the next thing now, please.
Okay, you keep trying to bring up their
Okay, if we can move on, I don't care. We can move on.
I'm in the middle of talking, retard, so if you're not gonna respond to what I'm about to say, then
Okay. Can we move on, please?
they have personalities of being brutal tricksters. Their entire fucking character is being
Can we move on,
trick,
please?
which is completely in line with them doing what I just said, which is
You're repeating yourself.
stopping
Can
their
we move on,
transformation
please?
at
You're
the fucking,
repeating yourself.
contract handoff.
You're
So-
repeating yourself. Can we move on, please?
Are you done? Fucking being an idiot? Like, I don't know why it's so
Hey,
hard
Ken,
for you
can
not
we
to
get this
interrupt.
going? Like, if we don't get some fucking modder in this shit, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, bro.
Alright, Ken.
Like,
I'm
bro.
willing to moderate, but you both have to
Bro, Mono, all these saying is that, like, stop with the little side shit and just get straight to attacking his point.
Okay,
Thank you.
how about we both get muted in the middle of each...
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
got
wait
you.
here for monologue or rant or irrelevant bullshit that's not attacking or engaging the argument.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hurry up.
That's exactly what I said, and then you did it anyway. So we can just both get muted while we each other talk, because you're not gonna be the one going
D1
on
and
fucking
Ken, if he
irrelevant
doesn't
things.
say anything he has not just said and he repeats himself for
Okay.
the millionth fucking time, I'm moving on.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my eye on the clock. Each person gets 3 minutes to say what they need to say. If they waste their time saying something that doesn't matter, then that just helps out the other person.
Jesus Christ, okay.
So,
That sounds
both
good.
people okay with this?
So I'm gonna go ahead real quick. You can go ahead and start the timer whenever you want. So
I got my eye on the clock right now.
okay, Batman, sit down.
I
I'm
don't
talking.
need to hear anything about you. Hurry the fuck up. You're so retarded and weird. I have to be on a timer with your special ass now. Hurry up. Do not speak to me unless it's productive or about the debate. I don't care.
I'm gonna say whatever I want to. Can
And
go ahead
then
and
you
start
will
the
be
timer?
fucking muted.
Bats, you gotta let him. Just give him 3 minutes, and then you can counter anything he says.
Good boy. Okay, so you once again didn't pop in.
Mono, I'm not gonna lie to you. Your mic keeps cutting out, man.
Can you hear me any better?
You sound
I
like
can
a bitch.
hear you just fine, but every once in a while, like your mic just completely cuts out.
I'm gonna head up. I'm gonna go to a better signal spot. Anyway, so he didn't bring up anything to refute the fact that they could have attacked at the contract handoff or any point in time. He tried to bring up their personality as being a reason why they would. So I already
You're
refuted
cutting
that.
out, bro. You're cutting out.
All right.
I could hear him perfectly fine. When Ken said something, he was. During that time, he wasn't. So I swear to God, if we got to keep prolonging this bullshit, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Okay, are you done, You want to forfeit the rest of your time to Bats?
Hold on. I'm gonna switch to a different phone.
Motherfucker got McDonald-ass Wi-Fi, bro. Like, with the amount of time you work and how busy you are and everything, Mono, and the millions of times you can't show up for a fucking meeting or whatever, you think you have a fucking setup or something, or equipment or fucking something. Goddamn. I'll order all that shit for you on Amazon, bro. Let me know how much. Holy fuck. Motherfucker using a bootleg-ass phone.
Don't be hating on my bootleg.
Bro, this is a very funny debate. D1!
Someone please be recording this shit, please.
You know how I am. Every debate I ever do, it's always recorded.
I'm not wasting my storage for this shit. But
Hello?
This shit is low-key ass so far, I'm not gonna lie.
It's funny, but in terms of, like, argumentatively, shit's ass!
No. Facts.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, well, I think we can all hear you.
Okay, cool. So what I was saying was, again, you didn't attack the fucking contract handoff or whatever, so that's cool. You tried bringing up their personality, somehow negates the fact that they would sneak attack someone when they're known as tricksters, so that would just be in character for them to do, to deceive and catch someone off guard with something. So I don't see how them being brutal and beating up someone who isn't the Kage has anything to do with how they would address people of a different caliber. So if you have any refutations to those, I would love to hear it.
Okay, that's time anyway, so Bats, you can go now.
So I'm going to conclude the last time, and then we can move on further to basically further talk about Tobirama's personality and in character of how he reacts and treats people, which will further substantiate this, and then move forward from there. So in conclusion, basically all the evidence I provided, which did engage with how it's a higher possibility of him not being caught off guard, etc., or sucker punched or whatever, okay, literally comes to the fact to where, once again, with their personality and how they're described within the data book description of them being cold and calculated, on top of them also with the incident being described saying they raided with the definition that I provided, all the evidence that I brought upon to indicate that clearly a fight insinuated and an event occurred, along with him having the aid of the second Raikage as well, and he still was brought to the brink of death, okay? Basically, with everything I provided, along with the political consistency of the narrative, where literally it's to state over and over peace treaties are irrelevant, redundant, it doesn't matter, and there could still be a danger to one another, and they will always take advantage of any opportunities given to fight each other, backstab, or betray, etc. And that's why it basically enables the notion of people to be prepared for the worst case scenario, to be on guard, etc. You name it. So that's what I provided basically overall, which clearly responds to the only argument he has, or all the baseless speculation he has, because mind you, he has not sent one single fucking thing to prove any of his claims or the possibility of it. It's literally just baseless speculation. And he also just says, oh, I didn't respond or engage with the thing of how like they could just be sucker punched, whatever, when I literally bring up political consistency narrative, and on top of it with Kin again, how they like work in the war, like how they, with the things they say, etc., along with the data book description. So no matter what, if he thinks he got that, we can just move on. I would like to move on.
Okay, so you want to forfeit the rest of your time?
Yes.
Okay. We'll move on to the next point then, unless Mono thinks he has one last thing to say. If he does, then you guys can go one more round on this, and then we'll move to the next point. If not, let's just bring him a new point.
Yeah, this one will be quick. So you brought up like raid, as if that changes anything. It's just a sudden attack, which fits with what I said. You said their fucking data book description of the attack, which says nothing about how it happened, and you keep bringing up Tobirama's personality as being paranoid, which he can be paranoid and like waiting for an attack or something, but that doesn't again negate the fact that they could have popped their transformation out of nowhere while right in front of him handing him a contract, on top of the fact that we know ninja can just extinguish their chakra depending on which ninja it is. So if they did that, you couldn't even prove the sense. None of that matters.
Okay, cool. So once again, providing basis speculation, not proving anything in any way. And then we already know that tons of surprise attacks happen. We have the Pain incident, we have the 5 Kage, a summon incident with Sasuke, etc. There's many incidents, all because something is called a surprise attack doesn't prove that they were caught off guard or blitzed from behind or sucker punched or whatever, or a sneak attack occurred. That just means that, you know, they were unaware and didn't check their fucking calendar that Kinkaku and Ginkaku were just going to pull up to the event and attack everybody. Okay, that's all that basically signifies. That's all we actually do know. It's a surprise attack, and along with the definition and the database explanation that we have, and with the raid, etc., you name it, clearly indicates that a fight, an event occurred, etc. Once again, he is still not providing any evidence to prove that it was a sneak attack. And I provided abundance of evidence with the political narrative, along with their personalities, etc., and in character, and what they are even shown to do and say in the war. Just proves otherwise to show the higher possibility that it was not a sneak attack that occurred, and Tobirama was more than likely on guard because, once again, he's at his political meeting with an enemy nation that he's been at war with for who knows how fucking long, been fighting, etc., you name it, and on top of it, with fucking literally with the other evidence that I will provide, which is in conjunction to show how Tobirama is and how he treats everybody. Okay, move on.
Okay, is that it?
Yes.
So A, you could never prove that the leaf and
Hold on, that was the last one. We're gonna move on from the next point because at this point in time, the arguments have been like circular for the past hour.
I agree.
So let's go on to the next point.
Thank you. All right. So for the next thing, I'm gonna provide this as well, which just also connects to everything we just discussed beforehand. And then I'm going to start bringing in Tobirama.
He's about to spend 3 minutes.
So this was connected to before, where it just says, no wonder Konoha has been difficult to defeat. You've got good shinobi, which once again just connects to everything we discussed before, and of Konoha and the Lightning Village being at war, etc. And along with all the other statements I provided evidence of them being at war, etc. You name it, blah blah. All right, so let me get the stuff for Tobirama of how he is in character and personality to indicate as well. Bear with me just a moment.
Okay. So
I'm not gonna lie, you have about like a minute to finish making the points though.
I was gonna say I can just address what you just said instead of you trying to shotgun again.
Oh, I'm done, Ken. Well, I'm just getting other stuff for Tobirama, so if you can resolve.
Okay, Mona, that's fine. Mona, you go ahead and say what you need to for the 3 minutes while he looks first thing.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't see how you're ever gonna prove the Leaf and Cloud were at war at that point, and not just signing an alliance. But that's okay.
So I literally just showed all the evidence for you. Literally the statement I just put, the Raikage says, no wonder why the Konoha has been difficult to defeat throughout history. I even provided all the other statements referencing, even with like Neji talking to Naruto, referencing when after they did the peace treaty, even with that literally, you know, shit was hitting the fan or whatever and what they try to pull. I provided an abundance of evidence to prove that there is clearly tension, clearly war and conflict, etc. in history, which substantiates one simple notion, once again, for him of why he would not be off guard, not paranoid, etc., you name it. If you want to believe that and think that, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, Tobirama being paranoid doesn't contradict.
Yeah, you're going circular once again. You're not even engaging. That's fine.
I'm in the middle of talking. 3 minutes, remember? Okay. So, Tobirama being paranoid, I could even grant you that, and it doesn't change anything I just said. Also, I'm not sure if you, like, know this, but you couldn't prove that they were criminals before the peace meeting happened. Also, the whole, like, Hyuga kidnapping or whatever could have been after whatever peace thing could have happened after Kinningen basically violated the first one. So I don't see what you're trying to say. Like the Raikage saying they've been difficult to defeat. Well, were they fighting prior to Tobirama's meeting, or did they begin fighting afterward? You have no evidence for that, and you never could.
Okay, you forfeiting the rest of your time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Fats, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go circular for the millionth time with this guy. I've already provided all the evidence beforehand. And it's hilarious how he says, like, oh, like, you have no proof for, like, them being bad or this and that or whatever bullshit. When literally, like, I kid you not like, Rakai says, you don't know how fearsome the Gold and Silver Brothers are Like, they're literally, like, the worst criminals in all of Lightning Nation history. But, you know, hey, you got it, right? You know what I mean? So, like, once again, I provided all the evidence, everything stated verbatim. He just keeps on bringing on baseless speculation and not proving any possibility of those claims. And on top of it, just arguing for it had to be a sucker punch moment. It is what it is. So, I don't care. But I'm going to get the next thing to pull through.
Okay. Are you done with that? So what I said is you couldn't prove they were criminals.
Hold on, he still got about like 2 minutes to find this man.
Okay. So
these old niggas yapping with their fucking dentures like, here we go. Fuck up.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm half tempted to make you guys go into the debate format that I do with STF. I'll just give each one of you 15 minutes to do whatever. You guys
Please shut the
don't
fuck up. Be nice.
Respond.
Fucking yapping with their dentures like, fuck, man. Batman called him a fucking bitch. Fuck Naruto. Start packing.
Of course I'm still here.
They're trying to just like what, a packing session?
Yes,
Oh,
fuck this Naruto shit. Be ignorant, fucking dumb bitch. Fuck. TOBIRAMA is fucking ass.
There we
How
go.
the fuck do you lose to Geki?
Are y'all done, bro?
What the fucking name is?
Niggers. It's really getting repetitive as fuck.
I'm saying.
Hey, yeah,
TOBIRAMA got a high feat.
I'm about to finish right now, dude. My bad.
He lost to the fucking Father Brothers. Fuck.
what
That wouldn't be
what
TOBIRAMA. I
type
don't
do
give
you
a
have for
fuck if they,
Batman?
and that wouldn't be Hashirama. I don't give a fuck if they snuck Hashirama. He wouldn't have lost to these niggas. He's ass. He's ass.
I told you Ice only pull up when it's a big
Bro, I was in here earlier. What? I was literally in here earlier.
I know I'm a big boy.
I was literally talking to Baby Trey. He debated Archie after. What are you talking about?
Pat, you got like 30 seconds, man. Do you want to just give him
He can say whatever. I'm getting the scan, so.
Okay, I just want to make sure you have your time. If not, then you can go ahead, Mona.
Okay. So damn, I hate this dumbass nigga. I don't even remember everything he just said.
Bro, can we just end the debate? I'm gonna grip your fucking head when you say that shit again.
Okay, Mono, not Mono, Bath. Mono wants to end the debate, so are you okay with going to,
Hey, I did not.
What's it called?
Did you not just say that? Hold on.
No, that was someone else.
No, someone else said that.
Nah, bro, that was just intrusive thoughts. Please end the debate.
No, sorry, I must have misunderstood then. Sorry about that. Ignore what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh, it was there. So he brought up like, oh, I showed proof of the worst criminals in the cloud or whatever. Okay, they can be the worst criminals, but when did that start? Did that start before TOBIRAMA's peace treaty, and then they just like showed up unelected, or was it them being criminals in the cloud? You could never prove that.
So are y'all arguing if he got snuck or not? Pretty much.
Please, shush. And then the second thing was the time lapse reward. Again, you never addressed. The belief in the cloud could have fought through history, but again, when that conflict started, you have no proof that were they at war before TOBIRAMA's meeting.
Bro,
What you say after that meeting?
All right, can we move on to the TOBIRAMA personality and character now, please?
I agree that
I'm not gonna go circle with you.
Hold on, he's
still
got about a minute. Just let him
Jesus
finish up.
fucking Christ, I don't care. Ken, everybody in here is like, fuck this shit. Let's move. Like, bro, this is retarded,
I
bro.
understand.
Like, this is so retarded.
Why are we debating that? If
the
you got snuck or not,
Everyone
you
quiet for a second.
TOBIRAMA. How the fuck you can sneak as a whole
Whoever's just talking, please shut up. We agreed. Both parties have agreed to a 3-minute time. So in order for integrity,
hey, Ken Rock, suck my balls, nigga. Shut up.
Anyway,
later. Contact me later.
So,
so we have to follow through.
All right, then let's painfully go through this shit. Then please hurry the fuck up so we can move on.
Starting the timer, Mono, please hurry up so we can get to the next one.
He said we're using proper debate format. Can't rock the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
That's why
Anyway,
you fucking losing, man. Shut up.
what Batman is about to bring up is that TOBIRAMA is paranoid. Please don't spend the time elaborating on that. I already said
Mono, hurry up, bro.
Would you just shut up while I'm fucking talking? I haven't been interrupting you. So, again, if you're going to bring up TOBIRAMA being paranoid, I can grant that, and it doesn't matter. Is that what you're about to bring up? Let's go, man.
Yeah, 30 seconds, Mono.
Question. Did this nigga just forget how to respond to a question?
Just letting you have your time, man.
All right, is this time done now, Ken?
Yeah, you know what? That's good enough.
All right, cool beans. All right, so I'm gonna move forward because he wants to continue to go circular for the millionth time. So the next thing we're moving forward with is talking about TOBIRAMA's like basically his personality and character, how he is as a person. So I'm just gonna say this really quick. So basically, what it starts off with is when TOBIRAMA, I'm just going to reference the things that don't matter. It says, in Uchiha, of course, you stick with a scoundrel, basically being racist right off the whip. Hashirama gets mad. He's like, TOBIRAMA, I told you not to stop saying such things, whatever. He's like, you're too soft, elder brother. Always basically like saying, you know, you're naive or too soft or whatever, blah, blah. So it's already showing like how basically TOBIRAMA deems certain people, the Uchiha, etc., which is showing it in character and personality tendency. As we move on forward, basically, Orochimaru says, you're the one that drove the Uchiha to the brink of extinction, second Hokage. It said that the seeds got sown with the Uchiha police force that you created. Those that crack down on crime tend to be disliked. By building the police station next to the prison under the pretext of facilitating the monitoring of criminals, you conspiracially showed the Uchiha clan to the margins of the village that helped foster the modern inheritance. Hashirama gets pissed off. He's like, oh, TOBIRAMA did not emphasize to you to over and over again not to slight the Uchiha. And TOBIRAMA is like, but I gave him positions that where they were qualified for, and I believe that even if another Madara emerged, we could be dealt with. Once again, clearly establishing TOBIRAMA's paranoia and basically him having contingencies in motion, and him having, whether if he has history people, etc., which would also include enemy nations, that he will basically respond, therefore, accordingly, etc. So that's what this is demonstrating here. And on top of it, then there's another thing that we have where Orochimaru is like, damn, Madara left a psychological scar upon you to cause such fear of the Uchiha. You stripling, you do not know Madara, is what TOBIRAMA says. So, and then in further conjunction, TOBIRAMA says, because they're basically saying, oh, well, you just do this to Uchiha because you're racist, right? He's like, that's not entirely true. I simply treat any who pose a danger to the village, no matter what clan they belong to, with extreme caution, etc. So basically what I'm arguing for the main point at hand is with how he interacts with the Uchiha, and him stating he would treat anyone as a threat to the village, which would include enemy nations, etc. Especially if he's at a political meeting, once again, would further establish there's no reason for him to just be at the meeting, you know, being a fucking retard and just being off guard and not paying attention. That makes absolutely no logical sense whatsoever. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to respond to that and use the rest of my time to point out how retarded you were for just explaining something.
Respond, bitch. We don't care.
Thank you.
It's okay. You'll be all right. Okay, so you just basically brought up the fact that TOBIRAMA would be like looking out for an attack, which I already granted you could be positive or possible, and doesn't change the fact that while you're looking out for an attack, you can still be caught off guard by one. Like, if someone who is supposed to be there doing something they're supposed to do. Alright, you done with that? Doing something they're supposed to do.
Fucking die!
It's entirely possible that you aren't expecting a specific person to do this thing in that moment. Like, if my
fucking die!
We done? Who is that? Fucking Brummius? Ban that nigga. Anyway, so for example, if my fucking Uber driver drives up and I'm like, hey, you're that guy, even though I'm paranoid in the streets of fucking Detroit, expecting someone to attack me from any direction, pulls up, opens his window, and shoots me with a fucking 9mm, I can be on guard expecting an attack from somewhere, but be off guarded by the fact that that specific way that I was attacked just happened. I don't understand why you went into TOBIRAMA being paranoid for 3 minutes when I told you that I could grant that to you. Stupid. What was the point of that?
Oh my god, that was such a good point.
Alright, so can I go now?
Go ahead. Stupid.
Cool beans. Alright, so you're still not engaging, you're still not understanding, you can't follow, your logic is just, I don't know, it's just not there. It is what it is. So at the end of the day, that's what I provided. So you also even agreed with it and conceded to with him having paranoia, etc. You name it, which would once again correspond to the simple notion that there is no reason for him to be off guard, that he would more than likely be on guard and prepared for any attacks, etc. at all times. He's literally the greatest sensory ninja, you name it. So just want to put that out there. So now I'm going to get into the last point of this, and this debate can finally be over because you're retarded as fuck. So even if, let's say, like somehow, some way, for some reason, TOBIRAMA was now off, like, you know what I mean, like off guard for some reason, or even like getting attacked from behind or whatever, blah, blah. I'm basically going to show a line of consistency in feats of characters that are able to react to off guard attacks and characters that are also able to react to surprise attacks as well. So I'm going to show that, and then we can move forward from here. Let me get the evidence.
I can grant you people can do that. Does that help? Does that help you? People do react to off guards and surprise attacks. There you go. So is it my turn? Now that you don't need evidence, since I just agreed with you, people can do that? So, no is the answer. You want to be a dumbass and just continue wasting everyone's fucking time. Well, he's off doing that, even though I just told him he doesn't have to, and I can grant whatever he was about to say. He basically said TOBIRAMA should be like looking out for an attack, which means it's basically impossible or unlikely that someone could hit him with an attack he's not expecting. I gave him an example of that very situation where someone can be expecting an attack, but someone they expected to do something specific just pops out with something unexpected. So, yeah, none of that really matters. You still there? Are you still ignoring everything I'm saying? Are you about to present evidence that I just told you that I already granted you? Is that what's about to happen?
Alright, so apologies for the way, guys. I was getting all this shit through. So basically here with all these scans and feats, so I'm gonna like literally 2 examples. The first one, Heavy Sasuke. This motherfucker is sleeping on his bed, bro. Sleeping on his fucking bed, and he's able to detect Sai, and he's like, who's there? You know what I mean? And he's like, my cover's been blown, but I can still take action or whatever. And then he goes from there, and then he starts folding Team 7 that we already fucking know. Okay, so that's already one moment of someone being actually off guard and still able to react and detect danger and presence, okay? Then we have Shikamaru, who's able to react to an attack from behind, from Kakazu, and deal with it accordingly. We have Hidan reacting off guard to Asuma's fucking shuriken shit. Then we have Sasuke in base with no Sharingan reacting to Deidara coming out of fucking nowhere with another surprise attack. Then we have Danzo dealing with a surprise attack from a bunch of like 18 elite ninja, okay, that come out of fucking nowhere. Then we have Choji and Shikamaru that are able to detect Sai attacking them in their own village, okay? You have that as well. Then while Sai's bitch ass is in his fucking house looking at a book, having a mental fucking nerf because his brother with the trauma and bullshit, and he also gets mental amps with his little brother and all that shit. Out of nowhere, he's completely off guard in his fucking house. Next thing you know, able to detect a guy attacking him from behind. The guy says, very nice reflexes, but remember, never let your guard down. What do you want, sir? Okay, so you have that moment. And then when we have the 5 Kage Summit meeting, which is very similar to the meeting with between second Hokage and the second Raikage. Raikage gets, mind you, everything's all nice, calm. They're all talking, you know, whatever, some bullshit. And next thing you know, Raikage gets pissed off and triggered that basically what happened to me with this retard that I had to deal with for the fucking past, who knows, hour or something. Okay, gets really pissed, starts waving his fucking hand, and literally says, enough of this bullshit, okay? And everybody fucking moves accordingly, okay? And is ready for the smoke and blocks the attack, you name it. Fucking goes, and they're all about to throw down. Then we even see Sakura's fodder ass fucking talking with Neji, who is fucking disguised as Zetsu, okay? And she's able to deal with an attack from behind as well while off guard. So no matter what, I'm pretty sure with the abundance of evidence of all these feats, you name it, whether if you're off guard or not, or on guard, okay, you could still deal with an attack accordingly. And you're telling me, TOBIRAMA, a fucking Kage level opponent, and a second Kage level fucking opponent, the Raikage, with how intelligent, sensory, you name it, etc., this motherfucker can't even be able to react or deal with an off-guard or on-guard attack. That is absolutely fucking insane. You're absolutely retarded. You're dishonest. You have not substantiated or shown anything remotely to prove the higher possibility of him not being fucking or him being sneak attacked or whatever, blah, blah, bullshit. You've had nothing but baseless speculation. And at this point, the debate's over. There's nothing more I really need to show for you. That's basically that. Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
That Sakura feat isn't even an off guard because she already knew that was a fucking not Neji
So
anyway.
I would love to move forward. Your opinion's not irrelevant. So go ahead, Mono, and then we can end it there and do everyone's wishes and desires.
Since you were retarded enough to present evidence for something I already granted you, could be.
So if you're not gonna refute, then like I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and just deal with your further insults from a low or fucking mid tier. I don't give a fuck. Get to it. Hurry up and respond. It's a very simple argument. Hurry up and respond.
Okay. If you were smart enough to let me respond, I could. Are you gonna do that, dumbass?
Now, on God, anyway, if this guy says one more retarded thing, mute his bitch ass and kick him.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and address each one of the things you said now. Since you were
Hurry
dumb
up.
enough to
be a good boy and refute. I don't care about anything else, Mono. I don't care. Nobody cares. They want this shit to be over with. Hurry up. Refute so it can be over. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Every time.
Unless you say I will just refute, then I will not stop talking either. I'm done with it. I've had a fucking enough, bro. Hurry up.
We'll just go. We'll go in a loop until we get muted, because I'm going to repeat myself every time you interrupt.
This motherfucker is so retarded and egotistical, it fucking hurts, bro.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, we can go through each one of these. So Sasuke could have just heard the snakes, and then he responds to the shit that he
Basis
hears.
claim.
So I
don't care. Prove that. If you don't prove anything or just continue to make basis claims or basis speculation, I don't give a fuck. Fantastic. Move forward. Move forward. On to the next, please. On to the next, please. You're still not engaging with the main argument. On to the next, please. Go ahead.
Prove what?
Hurry up. Go ahead.
Prove what?
I don't care. If you can't follow through with your own argument that you presented and I asked to prove that, that's not my fucking problem. Hurry up, please. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please. I don't care. Go ahead. Wasting time.
Okay, if you don't care, I don't have to prove it.
You're wasting time.
Okay.
Hurry up, please.
So, Snake's hiss, Sasuke could have heard that, responded to that, so I don't see how that's relevant.
Yeah, prove a hiss, prove that actually occurred, prove that, once again, another baseless claim. If you actually look at the scan, there is no hiss, there's nothing there, etc. And the whole point of Sai doing that was to assassinate Sasuke as well, by the way. So, hurry up, please. 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 Hurry up, please.
Do you see it, yes or no?
Fantastic. Hurry up, please.
Do you see it, yes or no?
I don't care. Hurry up, please. Move on to the next evidence. The main argument I provided is people can react to off-guard attacks and surprise attacks. I don't care. Hurry up, please.
Okay. So you said they can.
Hurry up, please. I don't fucking care. Hurry up. Refute simply, bro. You are retarded. Hurry up.
Every time you interrupt, I'm gonna repeat. I don't care.
And I don't give a fuck either. I don't care about your repeats. I don't care about any other bullshit. Give a simple refutation to why this argument doesn't matter. It is not hard, you fucking retard.
Hold on. Let me turn this bitch.
Thank you.
Let Mono give his response.
But yo, Gios, if it's some fucking bullshit, I swear to God, bro.
Okay, Mono, do you have anything new besides the snakes could hiss?
Thank you.
So basically, his entire point is that people can react.
You don't need to sum up his point. What was your response to his point?
It's like he can't help himself, Gios. He has to summarize everything.
So, and I'm gonna tell you,
the motherfucker's a narrator.
Wait, chill.
You fucking done? So, I don't know if you've seen this as a pattern, but I'm gonna do that so I can keep what I'm responding to fresh in my head. Okay, so if he's saying people can react to sneak attacks or surprise attacks or whatever, I already addressed the fact that just because you can doesn't mean you always will. If you need examples of people not reacting to like an off-guard attack or a sneak attack, because that shit happens.
Okay, are you done?
So you don't need.
Are you done? Are you done? Okay. Is that it? Is that all you have?
Yo, Batman, just would you answer his question or say you don't want to answer it?
Okay, so the only times that it's actually ever been shown for someone to be hit from behind is when they're in close relationship to someone that they trust and are friends with. This has nothing to do with everything that has been argued and actually fucking provided so far. All these incidents were literally with people that are not close and friends, whatever, etc. I provided a line of consistency that people can react to surprise attacks and they can also react to an off-guard attack that Sai literally does in his own fucking house. So once again, like, unless he provides something, whatever, I really don't care. If he's going to provide some Zetsu to Madara bullshit or whatever, that still doesn't defeat the argument.
Do you want to
That's a false equivalence. That's all he's going to do. It's a false equivalence. It has nothing to do with the line of evidence and consistency that I just showed when it comes to off-guard attacks and surprise attacks.
Okay. Are you going to respond to that?
Was Jiraiya close and friends with Pain? Or does that not count neither?
So, once again, with the Jiraiya incident, he literally acknowledges himself and Jiraiya reacts accordingly and he gets damaged. He just wasn't fast enough. That is not an actual moment of, whatever, blah, blah. Like that, once again, false equivalence. You're still not engaging in the main primary argument that I provided for you.
Okay, so the issue is that it's not a false equivalence.
Yes, it is a false equivalence. You're bringing up Jiraiya in pain. He pulls up from behind. He acknowledges himself. That is completely different from everything that I provided.
Batman.
Anyway, so what the fuck? Oh my god, I wish he wasn't so retarded. What was I saying? Okay,
engage the argument.
It's not a false equivalence.
Yes, it is. He announced himself that is not an off-guard attack.
Batman. He didn't.
I'm just refuting it instantly. He's bringing up fucking Pain to Jiraiya. The Pain acknowledges himself.
Wait, you gotta let him, Batman. You gotta let him finish the argument before you repeat it.
You can't fucking attempt to poorly precog my argument.
Wait, and stop meta debating. Just finish the argument.
So, Pain and Jiraiya is a situation where someone who isn't close and personal got off-guarded by someone. He can turn around while the attack is happening, but that doesn't mean that that's the limits to what he could have done if they were engaged in a straight-up fight and then the Ajurapath tried to attack him. It's possible he would have been able to respond in a way that didn't get his fucking arm blown off because he got snuck from behind.
Are you done?
Just like how King is shut up. Just like how King and Gin
Are you done?
could have done a similar
You're telling me shit I already know. Are you done?
Expecting an attack from them.
Okay, so nice rant. Nice rant. Fantastic. I love your subjective views. So anyways, what's it called? So once again, it's still a false equivalence. It's not an actual surprise attack on off guard. Literally, Jiraiya, like he acknowledges himself. Jiraiya turns. He tries to engage with him. What I'm speaking to and what we've been literally discussing this whole time, whether if it was a sneak attack, blah, blah, and all the evidence I'm providing, all the feats and evidence I provided is literally people reacting to surprise attacks from behind, showing a line of consistency that all these characters, 9 out of 10 times, they can respond to attacks from fucking behind or even off guard in their fucking house. And you're going to try to convince me that TOBIRAMA, out of all people, cannot be able to fucking do that. It is absolutely fucking hilarious. And also, which disconnects what he was arguing, Pain and Jiraiya and Nagato also do know each other. They do have a close fucking relationship as well, etc. Which doesn't defeat the fucking main point I was even providing before. Once again, this is a false equivalence. This doesn't make any sense. If you're not going to engage what I already argued, that's it. The debate can be over. I don't give a fuck. I feel like I provided plenty enough to prove that TOBIRAMA should be able to even deal with something, even if that was the case. And I've also provided plenty enough for why it would not be the case. We can end the debate there. And proving that this would be an anti-feat for Kenningen.
Okay, you're done now? I don't know why you were fucking dumb enough to bring up, oh, well, Jiraiya taught Nagato. It's not like they were fucking buddies. Pain just tried to kill you, dumbass.
Okay, so are we done? I'm done.
Okay, do you have anything else?
Yeah. So the last thing I provide, you know, the War Arc feats, with them pulling through, they're struggling to characters like Darui, Inoshika Cho, etc. You name it, fodder-ass characters. Okay, which would establish a certain line of scaling with TOBIRAMA connecting to Kenningen, which, yes, would be an anti-feat. So I'm done.
Okay, so you're trying to say that that anyone in Darui's company scales to full power Kenningen?
They were revived at close to their original power. Close by definition. So, yes, it's still relevant. Yes, it's still an anti-feat.
What did I just ask you? Did I ask you if they were revived close to full power, Batman? No.
So, Mono, all right, do you have anything else? Yep, that's fine. Do you have anything else?
Okay, since you can't prove that they scale to Kenningen, I don't see how it's an anti-feat.
Okay, I already proved that TOBIRAMA scales to Kenningen, and they all also do scale to him. They react to him accordingly. Even his strongest transformation to V2 reaction, all of them react accordingly to Kenningen. All of them. Even in their strongest form, every single one of them reacts to him accordingly. Every single one.
They react to him while they're not.
Every single ninja there reacts to Kenningen's strongest, or fucking Kingu's strongest form when he's in his V2 transformation. Every single fucking one of them. They all are fast enough, and Darui beats him by sealing him. They're all fast enough. They all scale. Yes, there's relativity. You can't, if you don't scale to someone, you wouldn't be able to fucking dodge their attacks and survive.
Okay, you can react to their attacks, but not scale to them overall. And anything.
Okay, so all right, you're still not engaging what I said. I argue that there is clearly relativity, that they all scaled to them. They were able to react and deal with the attacks accordingly. Choji's dad was also able to tank a hit as well, etc. You name it. Darui was able to react while fatigued and do things and seal them, etc. Darui was able to speed blitz Kenningen twice as well. Fucking, so no matter what, I don't care. At the end of the day, the main thing I'm arguing is they all have similar scaling to one another. There is blatantly relativity because the feats are there, and they were revived close to their original power, which corresponds to TOBIRAMA and Kenningen. Simple as that. So you
shotgun again, so I'll adjust the one.
Yeah, I want this debate to be done with.
Okay, thank you for admitting you shotgun. So I'll discuss everything outside of what I'm about to address. I don't think you could prove like Choji's dad tanked an attack from him. And I don't.
He grabs a tail and he's not hurt.
I'm not done talking.
He grabs a tail and he's not hurt.
He
grabs the tail and is not hurt. Just how when Orochimaru touches the four tails, he disintegrates and he dies. So yes, he tanked the blow. He didn't burn, he didn't bleed, nothing. Ken's fodder ass and V2 armor couldn't even hurt Choji's dad. Pathetic. Move on. Move on.
Do you think
Move on.
Nine Tails chakra always does that? Does it? Does the Nine Tails chakra always
move
do that
on,
when
please?
Okay, since you can't prove that, then that doesn't matter.
Okay, yep, I know. Apparently it doesn't matter. We've seen it in the show. Move on. What else do you have, Mono?
We've also seen people touch the Nine Tails chakra and not get
Yes,
poisoned.
and it's called utilizing chakra to increase your durability and to be able to not die to things. Orochimaru literally does it. He burns by the V2 armor, and then when he uses chakra control and puts it to his durability, he's able to punch it in the fucking face without fucking disintegrating. Move on. Nice rat. You didn't do it. Move on. Hurry up.
So that can just be an indication
Hurry up.
of that.
Hurry up. I don't care. You're just going to have baseless speculation.
Batman, let him finish this.
He's afraid of the argument.
Yes, he doesn't prove any of the things he says. He just makes a bunch of baseless claims and baseless speculation. I'm literally referencing exact feats and things that have happened. And this motherfucker...
He is allowed to skepticize.
Yeah, that's fine. But if he's not going to prove the possibility of it or even definitively, it's redundant. I literally just brought a moment where clearly proving what happens in a certain instance, and what does he say? Some fucking nonsense, retarded bullshit that he can't even prove or substantiate the possibility.
We can have a discussion on possibilities later. Maybe.
Okay, that's fine. But either way, what else do you have? I would like the debate to be done.
I'm gonna finish now, since you're incapable of not interrupting, even though I let you talk.
That's fine.
It's not.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. If it's literally not refuting the main argument that I provided with the chain scaling, etc., I really just don't care at this point, bro. I would like the debate to be done. I think I provided plenty enough.
Mono, are you responding? What the fuck?
Whenever you have to debate retards, it's how long it fucking takes.
So it could just be something that gets activated. Is it always
your shit's acting up because you're retarded and you fucking, I don't know, you work at Chuck E. Cheese or some bullshit, bro. Like, on God, or like this, like, holy shit. I'm pretty sure if we would ask anybody in this chat, I think enough has been said and the debate can be just over. Motherfucker can't even stay in a chat because his shit is so fucking ass.
Am I coming through now?
Sadly. Hurry up, please. Okay.
As I was saying, since you're not competent enough
Hurry
to
up. I don't care what you think.
Oh my god.
Engage. Okay. Just engage with the debate.
The more you interrupt, the longer it takes, idiot. Anyway, so as I said, you claimed that, Orochimaru and Toji...
Oh my fucking god, this guy is so annoying, bro.
All it could be is that Nine Tails chakra poison could be an activated ability. Unless you prove it's passive, that point doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, so you can believe and think that, Mono. So once again, I provided all my arguments and I've said everything in conjunction with the scaling, along with talking about everything with Tobirama and the incident, etc., and how Tobirama lost to Ken again. I think plenty enough has been said. I think it can end. You want to start talking about whether if a V2 armor can now, like, apparently even though it's been shown to burn people, whatever you name it, now it's like, oh, it has to be passive or activate, whatever, blah blah, some bullshit. Like, you can make up all kinds of bullshit all day, every day. I don't care. If you're not gonna prove it or substantiate it, I don't give a fuck. It's a baseless ass fucking claim. I don't care. What? So
substantiate
we can
what?
move forward.
What do you want me to
we can move forward. I think we've said plenty enough. Are you done,
Do you
Mono?
want me to
Are you done, Mono?
whatever that
Are you
is
done,
or
Mono?
not?
Are you done? I'm done.
No, I'm not done.
I'd like to be done.
Well, you just asked me to substantiate something. So are you going to drop that, or do you want me to do that?
So it's just going to be further baseless fucking claims. I don't care. Unless you can show any information stating what you're claiming or to prove it definitively, I don't give a fuck. It does not matter. Okay. We see otherwise that where the ability can clearly be used, and then we see when Orochimaru applies chakra, etc., you name it, he's perfectly fine. There's actually many, many, many examples and feats of characters using chakra to strengthen their body. So we can move on.
They don't, stupid.
Yeah, okay, so then you literally just conceded and you literally just made yourself seem fucking retarded. That further substantiates what I've been arguing the entire time. So I would like to end the debate. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Mono, did you feel you gave your possibility?
Yeah, so he said that Orochimaru got burned.
He already
Well,
conceded,
no,
bro.
you don't need to wait. Okay, wait. You don't need to recap. Just did you feel like you gave your argument?
So, all right. So just to repeat my argument.
No.
Oh my
Did you
God.
feel like you gave it? Yes or no? Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
All right, so that's it. Done. Debate can be over. Done. Concluded then. Done. We're done. Fantastic. Done.
Is there any new arguments?
I don't think he has anything.
Okay, fantastic. The debate's done. Yay.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody
like
live in paradise. Yay, we did it.
Alright.